Welcome back to the 2018-2019 school year for Red Clay. So I'm here to just offer some words of encouragement. The video that you're seeing today is several people of the school district of new items and categories that are occurring that will benefit you in the school as well as our district. I have a piece of paper in my hand here, and I want to make sure that I don't miss any of the details that I have for you today. So I'm going to be reading most of this so that you get the gist of where we're trying to go for this school year. But first of all, I want to give you a statement from Albert Einstein. Strive not to be a success, but rather be of value. We start the school year, and I'd like to encourage you because we have some outstanding teachers, outstanding schools, outstanding personnel in all of our schools that make Red Clay a fantastic place to work and a fantastic place for students to be involved with and to engage themselves in higher education. And it's because of what you do every day that makes this district a great district. So here's a few things I want you to be aware of. I have my badge with me, and this is very important. Every ID badge must be worn every day. This year, we're going to use the badges for attendance. That means as you come into the building every day, we want to use your badge and swipe in. You don't have to go to the office to sign in. This is your sign in. You don't have to use it to leave the building, only in the morning. And you'll hear more information about this because we're adding more security information to our schools to make them safer and stronger in security measures. Also, we want to make sure that your school or your classroom doors are locked every day. That's an important piece here. We've added devices for you. AJ No, our public safety officer, will again go into more detail, but that's extremely important that we lock our doors every day. Also, we are adding a computer program that your team administrators are going to talk about that will help you get assistance in your classroom when you need it for disturbances or issues dealing with disruptive measures by students. So listen up to them as they talk more about that after this video. The technology piece that I want to get into, great job this year in the one-to-one promotion. We were amazed of how the students use it, how you use it for instruction, and I want to encourage you to continue to grow in Schoology, but also continue to use it to become paperless in your classroom, to use it for reading, to use it for your papers that are needed for homework assignments. Our students are coming in with much more technology than ever before, and you've done a great job in preparing in the tech field to know how to use this to improve instruction. So keep up the good work. We're going to keep pushing the envelope with this, but outstanding job by all staff members in the buildings. We've changed substitute services this year, and we hope that this new service is going to provide better service for all schools. We hope the shortage will decrease, and we're looking forward to this new partnership. You're going to hear more about this through the information from your administrators, but also through human resources. But we're very excited about this new company, as well as they will have a personnel at our district office to deal with issues on hand instead of us trying to call Ohio or Michigan or other people. We will have a hands-on person from this company working to make sure our schools are covered every day with the staff needed from absences due to sicknesses or professional development. Also, I'd just like to remind everyone that as we have new teachers in the building, new people in our district, to be a mentor, offer assistance, give them guidance as we want to encourage teachers in their first or second and third years as they grow in the field from our experienced teachers and reach out and make sure that they have some great opportunities. I also want to encourage every staff member of Red Clay to become more involved. Become involved in their programs, after school activities, etc. Things that go on in your building, and also in leadership. Take control of a committee, take control of an activity, and be the leader of that committee. Start developing your leadership skills. We know this, the more you're engaged, the more fun, the more enjoyment you will have in the classroom and in the school and with your colleagues. Also, this year, we really would like to see every child in our school district involved in an activity or program. We know what the research says. The more they're engaged, the more they learn, the higher the test scores. And we offer a lot of after-school programmings, and we know that students want to be involved, and sometimes it just takes an adult to say, hey, would you like this program? Would you like to be involved? Would you like to have fun after school? Because we know that most of our kids are going home and there's nobody at the house. So let's encourage our students to be involved in sports, in drama, in the arts, in clubs, in robotics, in Lego League, whatever it is. All of our students have an interest, and let's just get them more excited about what's going on in school, just not in the classroom, but during the day and after school.
Summer is a real busy time in the operations department. It's sort of funny, people ask, oh, do you guys work in the summer? And my crew works very hard in the summer. We have a lot of things going on. This summer, one of the big projects is in our transportation department. As you all know, we announced that we're going to be doing a 3-tier transportation system for this school year. Which means that we're going to have fewer buses on the road at a time, which is great news in terms of our quality and our service levels that we're able to provide. But it does mean there's going to be some change. So our transportation department has been working all summer on developing our new bus routes to make sure that our kids get to school at the time that we say they're going to get to school. We're real fortunate that we have a school board that's not happy with the status quo if things aren't going well, and they recognized, as we did, that our bus transportation was not great and we needed to do a better job. So this was our solution. A 3-tier system means that we need fewer drivers, and that means that we'll be able to focus on using the outstanding drivers we have and to get our kids to school. So summer is a lot of looking at the maps, looking at the routes, looking at the kids and who's going where. You probably saw some buses driving around over the summer with no kids on them, and that comes down to once you develop the route, you want to test it and make sure that the traffic really works the way the computer says it works. So that's one of the big projects over the summer, and my crew has been up to the task, and we're looking forward to an outstanding year of bus transportation. Well, our maintenance department's another department that's very busy in the summer. There's really 2 different things we focus on in the summer. There's always projects that we can't do when teachers and students are in the building, so those are things that we put off and keep on our summer project list. So this summer we're doing 5 or 6 library renovations. We have some libraries that haven't been renovated in quite some time, and as teachers, you all know that the role of a library has changed. It's not just coming in and checking out books anymore. There's computer resources. Kids have their Chromebooks. They bring them to the libraries. So we have a number of libraries where we have contractors in right now. Over the summer, it looked like it was a construction zone, but by the time now that you're back, the libraries will be put back together and they'll be ready for a 21st century learning center for our students. The second type of projects that we take on in the summer are the day-to-day maintenance orders. We have a very limited maintenance department, so throughout the year, certain work orders get delayed due to the backlog, and they have to prioritize. So the summer is a great time to catch up on some of those things, some of those work orders that weren't top priority. They didn't have to do with life safety type issues. We keep them till the summer, and then when things slow down a little bit, when you all are not in the buildings reporting issues, we're able to catch up on those. So that's the second thing that our maintenance crew has been doing throughout the summer, so that when you come back, you hit your classrooms, they're ready to go for students and everything's working.
Welcome to the 2018-2019 school year. At Red Clay School District, security of our students and staff is paramount. Throughout the summer, we've made several security updates throughout our district that will keep our students and staff safe. I'm here to tell you about several of those updates. The first update we're going to do on security this school year is that all teachers and staff will be required to use their Red Clay ID badge to sign in the morning. Upon your arrival to school, it's important that you swipe your badge so that it allows the administration in the building to know who is inside our building. This is a security issue that is important. By using the badging system to sign in the morning, you'll no longer be required to go to the office to sign in upon your arrival. And it lets us know immediately who is entering our buildings. If a teacher sees someone that's in the building without a visitor badge, which is on a yellow lanyard, it's important that you approach that subject and ask their whereabouts. If they do not cooperate, contact administrators right away so they are aware of the situation. The next important security measure I would like to talk about is the security of our buildings and our classrooms. At no time, no exterior door in Red Clay should be unlocked or open. Also, classroom doors need to remain locked at all times. They can be open, but the classroom door must be locked. In case of emergency situation where a teacher will need to shut the classroom door, it is locked. We know that the door is already locked, and the teacher doesn't have to fumble through their belongings to look for their keys. Another security measure that we put in place the latter part of last school year is the Rave Panic button. This summer I've been updating the system, the app, to add more teachers strategically throughout the building in case an emergency situation will arise, that it's accessible to many teachers. I'll be working closely with building administrators to get the information on teachers to be able to download the app on their cell phone. The Rave Panic button is another security measure that we feel is important in Red Clay, so that in case emergency arises, that teachers will be made aware of an incident simultaneously when the app is
So in closing, I'd like to say this. Just because the past did not turn out the way you wanted it to, doesn't mean the future can't be better than you can ever imagine. What we did last year is over. What we're going to do this year means everything, every day, to every child. I want to wish you the very best. You're fantastic. Keep up the great work, and thank you for being part of the Red Clay family.